Hey there, Steelers Nation. If you're as tired as I am of the never-ending Brandon Ayuk speculation, get ready, because I have something new that could change the conversation once and for all. We've all heard every theory out there about the 49ers wide receiver and the possibilities of a trade with the Steelers. And honestly, it feels like we're going around in circles. But what if I told you there's a much more viable solution to our shortage at wide receiver? Stick with me until the end, because I'm going to present a trade alternative with the Houston Texans that could blow everyone's minds. Be sure to subscribe and like. Make sure you don't miss out on what's next for the Steelers. First of all, let's get something out of the way. The idea of bringing Brandon Ayuk to the Steelers has never really appealed to me. Yes, he's talented. The price tag would be ridiculously high. We're talking multiple draft picks, plus some veteran player we'd have to sacrifice. Plus, even if we could fit him on the roster, we'd have to pay him over $28 million per year. Money that, let's face it, should be reserved for solving bigger problems on the team, like the quarterback position. And honestly, that kind of deal would only create more headaches than it solves. We're already going through a rough season. The last thing we need is to blow our budget for a player who might not fit perfectly into the system. So, if Ayuk is out of the picture, what's left? Well, let's face it, there aren't many viable options. Names like CeeDee Lamb and Courtland Sutton are out of the question. However, this opens the door for us to think creatively and look for a less obvious solution, but one that has the potential to solve our problem. And that's where a potential trade with the Houston Texans comes in. Yes, I know, you're probably asking yourself, Houston, what do they have to offer us? Well, the answer might surprise you. If you think about it, the Texans have exactly the type of player we need. Someone who could step into the role of wide receiver 2 and allow George Pickens to shine as the main target of our offense. Who is this player? John Metchie III. He was drafted by the Houston Texans in 2022, but unfortunately missed his entire rookie season due to a leukemia diagnosis. Fortunately, he recovered and was able to return to the field last season, although he didn't get the chance to shine as he could have in a crowded receiving corps. And that's where things start to get interesting. Pittsburgh, on the other hand, has the opposite problem: a dearth of reliable receivers. This perfect combination could yield an extremely beneficial trade for both sides, solving the Steelers' problems once and for all. Now let's talk about the impact this trade could have for the Steelers. With Metchie on the roster, Van Jefferson would no longer have to be the WR2. That alone is reason to celebrate. Plus, Metchie would bring youth, speed, and potential to a group that, frankly, is desperate for those qualities. At the same time, the Houston Texans could better utilize their options, relieving congestion in their wide receiver room and giving other talent room to flourish. It's a win-win scenario, and for the Steelers, it would be a smart, cost-effective move with huge upside potential. So, folks, the question remains: is this trade with the Texans the right move for the Steelers? Could John Metchie III be the missing piece that will give our offense a new direction? And, most importantly, can we finally stop talking about Brandon Ayuk and move on? I want to hear your thoughts. Let me know what you think of this trade idea in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and share this video with other Steelers fans to keep the discussion going. We have a lot more content to come, so stay tuned. And now, don't look away, because there's another video coming up with the latest news about the Pittsburgh Steelers. Let's go together.